Hey everyone, Marathon Hurdler here, back with some more Final Fantasy. Last time we finally finished all of our side quests, and now we're ready to clash with the Galbadia garden over there. One thing I want to point out before I get too far into this episode is that you may hear some background noise while I'm recording this. The weather is really awesome this weekend, and a lot of people are doing yard work, and I can only keep so much of it out with my windows, unfortunately. So if you hear any of that, just bear with me, and hopefully it won't be too distracting. Anyway, what we want to do is we just want to pop into the garden, and then all we got to do is drive it towards Galbadia Garden, and things will go from there. And no one's here. I guess they must, or except for Nita, that is. I guess everyone's already preparing for battle. I mean, I don't know if we really need to take a look. We're pretty sure we knew what is. Know what's there, but okay. Yeah, I mean, we kind of know what it looks like. Well, we kind of have to fight them. No, I'm sure they don't notice a massive garden right in front of them. Yes, the battle is inevitable. The final battle. Well, yeah. We'll see. So the first thing we gotta do is give orders. We want to keep it simple, and then you have a list of, or we're gonna pop up a list here in a second. There we go. You get a list of orders here, and you can choose as many as you want, and it'll actually give dialogue for all of these. And some of them are actually pretty funny. So, for instance, the hot dogs, one of the hot dogs is pretty funny, but I always do the funnier options when I play this. So I'm actually going to do the quote-unquote correct one. So let's prepare for the attack, prepare for the defense, and then take care of the junior classmen. And I think that's it. I think those are the important ones. So let's, yeah, we'll end it. And then we'll see what he has to say. Shouldn't you call yourself Commander Squall or something? Isn't that your official title? The final battle. Oh. We're not announcing that, okay. Now, I wonder what these ranks are. The MG rank and everything. I wonder what that stands for. I'm surprised he's able to put this together so quickly. Maybe Sid knew what he was doing when he picked Squall. Why is everyone getting so mad? Anyway, we talked to Nita. I think he... Oh, he doesn't say anything. So he does get upset with you if you say... he does get upset with you if you say something silly or you say too much. He'll kind of scold you. But I guess he doesn't say anything if you say the right stuff, so... I suppose I should have said the funnier options. Anyway, so now we need to talk to Keistis to keep things moving. Seems reasonable enough. Why is Zell taking a nap? That's no good. Wait a minute. Something seems sketchy about all of this. Seriously. Alright, now is not the time for games. Seriously. We don't have time for this. Now, it doesn't really matter who you pick here. You can only pick the three out of these three, but we're not actually going to be doing any fighting right now. So I'm just going to go ahead and bring Selphie and Keistis with me. Are they all junctioned up? Well, let's go ahead and do our junction. Well, we don't need to do our junction exchange yet. Yeah, I think he tells you, yeah, exactly. He actually tells you not to equip your GF yet. Yeah, now we want to head to the quad. Now there will be a forced encounter later, so I'll point it out when we get there. So if you don't have any break spells, you might want to make sure that you have them. But for now, you'll be okay. You guys take care of her. She's not ready for this. Don't have time for her whining and moaning about emotions and everything. So now, or I guess we're going to get to see a little cutscene first, but I'm already planning ahead for what we need to do next. Alright, so now that we're on the second floor, we want to talk to everyone here, and then when we do that, we're going to be able to get an item. But I actually need to take a quick pause break, so I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I just needed to rearrange my setup a little bit. I was a little uncomfortable there, but yeah, now what we need to do is talk to everyone here, and they'll all tell us what their skills are. Ah, so maybe it's a MG is a magic operative or something, but what would the G stand for then? Anyway, so we're going to talk to this group. Ooh. But what does the L stand for? Like Fire Legion? Fire level 1? Huh. Squall just barking out the orders. I like it. I like it. So now that we talked to everyone here, we move on. And I think the junior classman that we're looking for is in the next area here. Yes, right there. We talked to this kid. Oh, not. No. Come here, kid. There we go. There we go. Now that we got the cottage, I think that's all we can get. Now we have to go down to the first floor. And Squall scolds the kid, and he's just not too worried about it. But now what we need to do is we need to head to the quad, I believe. Oh, we lost our seed level. Yeah, I mean the problem is our level is just too low. We can't really maintain any type of seed level at this point. But no worries, we have plenty of money. It's not like we're spending it on anything anyway. Anyway, now we need to head to the quad, and then we will talk to Zal, and the plot will continue from there. You kind of see everyone's panicking, or not panicking, but rapidly getting prepared. Squall's, I had to give him some props. He's proving to be quite the leader, and you got a nice little save point here as well, if you need it. They finally put one back in the first floor of the garden, but we're not going to need that right now, and I don't think we're going to use that at all. Really, looking at my notes, yeah, I don't think we're going to be using that at all. I'm not going to stop until we are pretty much done with this area. So, yeah, let's keep it moving. And Zal's already barking out orders. Did we talk to him and tell him what to do yet? I know Irving was supposed to find him, but it doesn't look like he's been able to do that. So, anyway. And like Zal is like even less qualified than we are to be running things, but whatever. Yeah, weren't you sleeping? Uh-huh. I suppose. What do you want? This better be important. Or it could be about my ring. Nope, this is definitely not the time for this. What is it that you need? What? That's weird. Yeah, seriously, why do you want my ring? That sounds sketchy. No, I can't trust you. Really? They all say Squall's like super antisocial and not that friendly, but he's just giving out his ring to random people, well, not random people, but he's just giving out his ring without even really questioning it. I don't really wear jewelry, but if I had stuff, I wouldn't really be just giving it out. And of course Renoa is behind this. Of course she's behind it. She always is. And Irving finally shows up. And Renoa. Well, yeah, I would hope that this would be the last time you have to fight in your home. But now we need to talk to Renoa to keep things moving. Alright, that's cool. Yeah. Hope you're able to do it. And then we take off. Yeah, seriously. We're counting on you. And Zell's getting way too excited already. I don't know if we can trust him. So now I think we might get another, yeah, we get another cutscene, so we can't really do much here. Now this is the cutscene that I think, is it this point where things start to get kind of cool? I think so. There are some really cool cutscenes here. It's right on board with the battle at Dilette in terms of how high quality some of these cutscenes are. Yeah, this is where it starts to This is where it starts to pick up. So we're just gonna ram into them, take them on. That seems safe. But yeah, this is where it really gets cool. This is the cutscene that actually really got me excited when I was playing this game. Or at least one of them. I think every disc seems to have one, especially at the end of the game. The first disc, you had the what did we have? We had Squall trying to assassinate the sorceress, and now we've got these guys in their rocket jets. Now, the one thing I would have to say is that the amount of crackerjack timing it would take to like make sure you land on the right spot without killing anyone is pretty impressive. Now, what we need to do is, or there's still more scenes that we have to watch. But when we move back to Zell, one thing we're going to want to do is make sure that we re-equip the encounter none ability. So I'm sure I'm going to show it off, but just in case I forget to mention that, go ahead and do that, because you can run it at random encounters, and that would be annoying. But they went ahead and switched right as we were saying that anyway. So yeah, now we need to head. Yeah, but we already have our encounter none ability equipped, so we're not too worried about that. Now, if you don't have encounter none, then just use the regular, your usual techniques. You can't card the soldiers, obviously, but you can always use break on them. So yeah, that's the right way to go there. And again, here we go with this ring. This really seems like a poor time for this. Really, guys? Is this the time you want to do this? And he just did it? Yes, obviously it's too big. Yeah, seriously. You know it's bad when Irving's telling you to get focused here. Anyway, we just want to keep heading to the left here. Don't know why. And Renoa just has to run. And of course Renoa automatically runs to that one spot. And she's kind of screwed. Now, one thing I always wondered about when I watched this scene is, how is it possible for her just to grab on to the rocks like that? I would figure that she'd be done. I mean, she got so scratched up. She has to be in so much pain. It'd be really hard for her to grab onto that rock like that. Anyway, now that we have control of Zell, we have to take off. Let's see. There we go. And I don't think we can even leave the screen, can we? Yeah, we can't actually leave the screen. We just have to we're just kind of running around in circles there. Now we're switching back to, or no, we're not switching back, but we're going back to Zell, and then when we leave, then we're going to switch back to Squall, and then we're going to need to take care of our junctions again here. But don't forget, so this is one thing to point out in case it wasn't obvious. Make sure you have encounter none on Zell or your other party member, whoever it is, not Renoa, because obviously she's not in the party anymore. And if she was in the party, you should switch your junctions such that you have encounter none on Zell or whoever your other party member is. Because you can always do your junction switch, even if you can't do an actual party switch. Now, I think once you get into the building, you're fine. I'm pretty sure anyway, but now that we get here, we got Squall running towards, and the crew running towards the front gate, so we're just going to go ahead and meet them there because we can't talk to them anyway. Now we talk to Squall. Well, Why couldn't you do something? Ah, boy. Well, gotta take care of that. Sorry, that's the top priority. I mean, there's too much going on. What do you want me to do? Seriously. So heartless. I mean, they're kids, too. I mean, seriously. Anyway, doesn't matter who you bring with you. I'm going to continue to bring Selfie and Keistis. Send Irving with Sue. And then Zell can continue to work on finding a solution. Yeah, I trust you, Zell. You're the one who was in cahoots with her to begin with, so it's only fair that you take care of this. Now, I can't fill up my junctions yet. Don't know where all that energy's coming from, but anyway. We have to kind of leave the screen here. Or we have to wait for that scene to finish at least. Now, what I want to do is set up my, or reset my junctions. I want to switch my junctions such that I have my current 3 party members all equipped. And let's go ahead and switch that as well. The other thing you want to do is make sure everyone has magic equipped. So yep, and yep. Now you don't really need to heal up, but I'm going to go ahead and just do a quick cure spell on those 2 just in case something goes wrong. And now we're going to head up to the classroom. And we're going to have to save these kids. Now again, the enemies... Now, one thing that you might want to be careful of, and I'm actually going to do this on screen as well. I don't know if I have the spells for this, but one thing you have to be careful of is that the enemies can use, that we're going to run into, can use... Do I have silence? Nope, he doesn't. Alright, so Selfie does. Because I'm pretty sure the enemies can use silence on you, so we want to make sure that at least one person is protected from silence, just in case something goes wrong. So, does Keistis have silence? Nope, she only has 9 silence spells. So just in case, make sure one person has silence has silence equipped on them so that you don't have to worry about that. Excuse me, guys. Sorry about that. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, so now we're gonna run across here, and then we will head to the classroom. This has been... for some reason I thought this was much longer. This is what happens when you haven't played in a while. I mean, I was looking through what I needed to do today, and it seemed like it was going to take... I thought it was going to take me at least like an hour to try to get through all this, but I might be able to wrap this up in about 40 minutes, so that's not that bad at all, actually. But yeah, now we get another cool cutscene. We got these paratrooper kind of guys, I guess, is how I would describe them, and they're coming right for us, which is not so cool. But this portion of all of it is pretty cool. Now, one thing I was kind of wondering, I guess they're too high up, but I'd almost be worried that those cracks might cause some leaks. But I mean, really, you have to kind of strain credulity to begin with when you're thinking about this thing being a ship. So, yeah. Now I'm going to go ahead and show this battle on screen because these are technically new enemies. These are like super Galbadian soldiers. So I'm going to go ahead and show this on screen, but, you know, it's not going to be that hard. We got our auto haste going. Now we're just going to cast break. Oh ha, so they can cast silence. I knew they could cast silence. So that's going to be a pain because I have no resistance to it. So yeah. He's not going to be able to do it. Okay. Whatever. We at least have one person who can. Now, obviously, I could always use items, but then the challenge becomes I haven't really been paying attention to how many items I have. So, in theory, it could be the case that I could have run out of items, or they could have silenced all of us, and then we'd be in pretty big trouble. Thankfully, that's not the case, so you don't have to worry about it. Now, because he can't use magic, we're just going to go ahead and switch. I might need to grab a drink of water or something. This is becoming a bit of a problem here. Something's caught in my voice. So I'm actually going to grab a quick drink of water here as this is going on. There we go. That should be a little bit better now. Doing my best Marco Rubio impression, grabbing water in the middle of a performance here. But as you can see, easy enough. These guys went down pretty easy there. No experience. I don't think we even get AP yet. You don't get AP for breaking enemies. At any rate, now we talk to this group over here, and we send them to the infirmary. I think we need to talk to the... Yeah, there we go. We gotta talk to the girl. And then she takes off with them. Now, I wonder when she became a C, because I have to imagine she has more experience than everyone else. But now we have to go to the bridge, because Dr. Katawaki wants to talk to us about something. Now, we're pretty much done battling for a while, so you don't have to worry about having more spells or anything. There are no more forced encounters where we're going to have to deal with enemies for quite some time, which is good. And then, yeah, you get another cutscene. This is quite the battle here. But these ships don't really seem like they're designed to do much damage, which is kind of a thing. And, oh no, that kid just fell on his butt. That's kind of sad. Oh no, these guys aren't doing well. The medic. Oh, jeez. That's... Yeah, those Galbadian soldiers, they are no joke. Well, actually, they kind of are a joke, really. I mean, they're like the easiest enemy in the game, or one of them anyway. The easiest ones that we've fought so far, that's for sure. And this whole game has been easy so far, so that's really saying something. At any rate, let's go talk to Dr. Katawaki and see what we need to do. Well, not looking good. Ah, so that's kind of interesting. I never really thought about this before, but you have like these groups as waves. So like those motorcycle guys were the first wave, and then the paratroopers were the second wave. Yeah, that's a problem. Well, I wonder, it doesn't seem like they're... Are we saying that their seeds became Galbadian soldiers? If that was the case, then that'd be really bad. You can't second guess yourself now. You did your best. Is it though? People keep referring to my destiny. Why does this have to be my destiny? I suppose. Of course not. Yeah, it's the only chance we've got. Yeah, that could work. Yeah, this is one of the cases where he has to be as skilled as that guy, because they've been piloting their ships the same amount of time. What's up, Zal? Well, that's no good. Worthless. What's for those fists of fury? I mean, what good are they if you can't even get through a few soldiers? And how is that going to happen? I mean, would you blame me? Why? Yeah, seriously. How do you not care how I feel? That makes no sense. Why can't anyone else do it? Alright, if that's the case, then why can't you do it? Why can't you do it? None of you can... Why me? Just because she clearly has a crush on me? That's not my problem. Seriously, everyone's just tripping today. Fine. Whatever. Yeah, Squall, you can go ahead and facepalm. Now what am I forgetting? What do you want, Dr. Katawaki? I like how they were all telling him he has to save Renoa, and then he just takes off and they just kind of let him go. Like, okay. Anyway. and women. We have a very diverse group of people here. Why? It's not like he's. I mean, he's been around for a long time, but it's not as if he's like some elite super soldier or something. It's not like he's. Yeah, it's not like he's a boss or something. I mean, I guess he is the boss, but whatever. But now this, I think this plays without me even doing anything. Yeah, it goes. The dialogue moves without me even doing anything. I like the emotional music here. It really pushes. It really, brings together the severity and the emotional weight of the moment. Although Selphie and Zell are kind of dancing there when everyone else is like dying is kind of a weird image. And why Kisses was separated, I don't understand, but okay. 4 people versus their entire group. But no one will, because that's not how this game works. We have 6 super soldiers and they have none. I guess they have Cypher. Raging and Fusion don't count. I guess. But I'm glad that everyone's picking it up. We don't need to have any fatalities today. Or casualties today, not fatalities. I've been watching too many people play Mortal Kombat X. I'm not really a fighting game guy myself, personally. Myself personally. I guess that was kind of a unnecessary pairing of words there. But yeah, I've never been a big fighting game guy. I used to play a little bit more when I was much younger. I played like the early Tekkens. I remember Tekken 3 with Eddie Gordo and everything. That was pretty awesome. I played some Street Fighter Alpha, but that was about it. I maybe played Mortal Kombat like once or twice. I mean, based on what I've seen, I mean, I didn't even know that there were 10 games that had even come out. But I remember looking at the Mortal Kombat 10 and looking at some of the reviews, and apparently the last couple have had these very large stories, which is kind of cool. It's still not my cup of tea. I don't know if I'd want to do all that, and it's too much quick time, hand-eye coordination stuff for me, and I can never dedicate the time to learn all those combos or anything. But yeah, I think that's kind of cool that they're integrating some more story into those games. And yeah, there are some seeds coming out to help us. That's cool. Oh, now we can actually control the dialogue again. Anyway, now we have to go down to the 2nd floor, and that's where we're gonna go and help Renoa. And they don't even give us a choice now. Yeah, I think they just don't want you to get lost. And then this girl is gonna come talk to us. It's the same little kid. That kid's just trying to get killed. Well, I can't save Renoa now. I mean, gotta save the little kid who just can't stand still. Like, why is this kid even running down here? I don't even get it. It makes literally 0 sense for him to be running down here. And he's crying again. What is going on here? Why were you running away? Oh, now he's just going to go back. All this is just to set up this stupid little mini game. Yeah, that's basically all it is. It makes absolutely no sense, but they set up this mini game. And I'm not very good at it, so it might take me a couple times. But basically what you got to do, first things first, push X, bring up this menu. You want to look around for another option. If you pick anything else, he will hit you, and then you'll lose more health. And I can't lose any health because I'm not very good at this. And then here, you press the button for the emergency exit. And then when you do, it leads you in, or he'll attack you, and then you'll come flying out, and the minigame begins. Now, speaking of fighting games, this is kind of a fighting minigame here. Now, basically, what I try to do is I try to alternate punching and kicking. So it's kind of like a rock, paper, scissors game. Now, if you kick, the kick is a fast attack, but it's not very strong. the punch does more damage, but it's much slower. So if I punch and he kicks, then he is going to almost always be able to block it. But then if I kick him, I think if you kick, it also breaks his block, which is nice. But yeah, now I can't really see what's going on, which is unfortunate. And so it's kind of a weird rock, paper, scissors type of thing. It's all about your timing, and I just kind of mashed the buttons a bit here. But like I said, I try to alternate between punching and kicking, and it seems to work generally. But it's not like... But you can see I'm still kind of struggling with it, because even though I'm like mashing the button, he's like still somehow beating me with some of his attacks. So I'm just going to keep trying to kick him here and see if that is enough to beat him. Yes! Alright. Yeah. I mean, it seems like kicking is really the most effective way to go about things. And if you kick, then you generally are able to block his... to get rid of his block, and you attack before he can hit you with his punch. But sometimes he still is able to hit you anyway. And punching is nice because if you can land it, you can do more damage. I've also heard that if you block enough times, a new option shows up, which is like death blow or something. But like, I've never actually tried to do that, just because that just doesn't seem like I don't know, that doesn't seem worthwhile. But anyway, now that we've saved Renoa, kind of glossed over that, we just kind of run across here. Whoa! That guy just got jacked up. He got knocked off his bike there. But yeah, we save Renoa, then you just run along the screen. You get to see the cool cutscene there with people getting messed up and whatnot. And then apparently the garden just hit the ground somewhere. I don't understand where we are here. I don't understand what that structure behind us is either. But anyway, Renoa is going to thank us for helping out and whatnot. And of course she's going to laugh at us, because she always does, like a jerk. Why is that? What? Yeah, you're gonna have to kill him. I'm gonna have to kill that dude. Yeah. Now that one I knew he was gonna say. That was not me being clairvoyant. Seriously, I want my ring back. Like, why would you think that was a monster? Oh, stop. Don't tippy-toe to me. Why are you saying it like that? That line of... Like, why would you say it like that? Anyway, you get to name the lion. Call him... The name of the lion is Grieber. Now, remember this for later, because it's not going to come up for a long time, but there are some conspiracy theories. I don't know if they're conspiracy theories, but there are some interesting theories about this game that tie into that lion's name, and we'll talk about... You could become like a lion. Remember that line too. Like, just remember this conversation for later. Or if I can remember, at the end of the game, I'll talk about what all this is important, why this is important. Yeah, you do seem kind of happy. I'm glad Squall realizes this now. Seriously. Uh-huh. Come on, let's go. I don't think she gives you an option no matter what you say anyway. I think she just gets kind of annoyed and whatnot if you say stay here. So, but before we move on, I want to head back here, because there is something that we can get way, way, way back here. I'm trying to see if I can find where it is. I'm pretty sure it's back here. There's supposed to be a draw point. There it is. With the aura spell. Now, we're not going to get many of them, but that's... Oh, wow. Never mind. We got 13 of them. Very useful spell. Allows you to use your summons at any... even at full health. So, we want to hold on to those, because those are going to be really useful for boss fights. Now, we want to use them for regular battles, but useful for boss fights. Now that we're here, everyone can celebrate Renoa being alive. Yep. She's here. She's okay. And Irving's back, so the whole crew is here. Alright. Time to get ready for the final showdown with the sorceress. No turning back, indeed. Yeah, you can't afford to hesitate. Of course. That she did. I'd agree with that. No, you're not. Yeah, there's nothing for me to say. Oh, and of course, Noah's gotta push us as always. Now, I'm not sure if we can actually get an option here. There you go. Way to get out of it, Squall. Time to roll out. So now we get to pick who we want to roll with us. It's not going to matter that much. I mean, we're going to have plenty of opportunities to switch our party. So I'm just going to put Zell in. I might change it later. It's fine. But that's actually going to be all for today. Next time, we're going to finally take on the sources and hopefully end things once and for all. Until then, this has been Marathon Hurler. I want to thank you as always for checking out my videos. And hopefully I see you next time.